idea is to have an open discussion about how do we handle constraints and innovations, and basically try to think of how we move forward, and in trying to break those constraints so that we can be more effective at being an innovative industry. The format, I wanted it to make it completely open. I said, it's 2.5 days of discussion. The worst thing that can happen is that you all leave this place saying, what a waste of 2.5 days.
My name is Luc Bisbee. So the goal of my academic life is to get structural fire safety or fire safety considerations more integrated into the early stage conceptual design of buildings.
Nobody ever asked society what they expect, and society never wondered what they expect, because nobody thinks about fire safety. So everybody just goes, well, it's going to be as good as that, which isn't really helpful. And the thing is, if you go back and you look at the historical context, it's beyond belief where some of these things come from. The travel distances basically come from a theater fire in Edinburgh in 1911, where in 2.5 minutes everybody got out alive. And so all the travel distances and door widths in buildings are based on a fire in Edinburgh, where the only reason they know it was 2.5 minutes is because that's how long it takes to play the national anthem, and they played the national anthem so people would leave calmly.
My name is Greg Bancroft. I'm the social scientist. I'm a professor of modern history. Most of my research over the last 20 years has been about really how societies adapt to frequent hazards. Fire, to me, of course, is always something embedded in a social system. That's primarily what fire is to a social scientist. Fire is, all societies get the fires they deserve, in a sense. And fire is always, or conflagration is always uneven and burns differently for different people. And so you have to look at who are the winners and who are the losers out of fire. So it's very much a social phenomenon to me, despite the physical qualities of it.
My name is Paolo. My interest in fire comes from the fact that my house burned down a few years ago, and that I was a fireman 30 years ago. So now I head the construction program at the University of Melbourne. What makes building different from any other industry? Of course, it's project-based, and it is a transformative industry. If you have all the components of a building and you put them together, they don't make a building. You need to put those components together in a very specific way in order to get this built set. No matter what components are brought in, they need to be agreed upon by all the people that contribute to that transformation. And so by and large, the construction industry has a social division of labour which is open.
The criticality, let's say, of the discipline in many ways forces society to create a set of regulations that constrain innovation.
It begins with the regulations that restrict people allow for a measure of performance. If their social scripture is to define everything that you must do, then they effectively diminish your ability to innovate.
We have all this regulation because the industries we work in have all this regulation, and this regulation constrains innovation. And I'm not sure that that's true. I would make the counter assertion that regulation actually promotes innovation. I think that the rules will encourage innovation, but as I've already said, only if there's a mechanism by which the rules can be broken. The problem is that the regulatory system is incapable of enacting our breaking of the rules in a way that is credible in many cases, right? Because of the inability of the system to use the appropriate checks and balances, right? Because of a lack of awareness or lack of competence or whatever.
So I'm Ove Arup, I'm from Arup. But I'm wondering as well, what at the level of the university, that we should also be developing people to be good communicators and also engage with people like social scientists around and policy makers, so that we have people who can engage publicly, especially when we're talking about regulations that affect lots of people, as to be able to make public arguments about your profession and about what the impact that you think the rule changes, whatever, have on society. And I don't think we are very good at educating people. I think there's a huge opportunity to broaden education to include more of the social sciences within the disciplines.
If we continue to develop technical specialists who don't engage particularly well in public debate and with broader forms of society, broader with society at large, then you can expect these conversations to be very small and held within your disciplinary boundary, and you won't innovate if you'll only very incrementally innovate if that's the case.
My name is Janet Elsie, and I'm a professor of mechanical engineering from the University of Texas at Austin. I look at this as at innovation from the standpoint of an educator and a professor. And most of the time when we think about innovation in the context of a major university, we think about the research, which certainly is innovative and hopefully has very positive impacts on society. But in the course of our discussions in the last 3 days, I've been thinking about how is it that the educational process can help to produce an innovative thinker, somebody who goes out into the world and is able to confront new problems and challenges in an innovative way. And so I'd just like to throw out a question to the audience. I know your students and professionals and other professors. Do you think the educational process either inhibits or encourages you to be an innovative thinker? And if there are inhibitions to that, how can the educational process encourage innovative thinking?